if you look back at tribes that live even today in a carnivore or the ancestral ways, they're basically carnivores, but there's a whole lot of food that they eat that we don't eat. Blood is one of them. Right. Blood is actually, milk is a primary food. So if you look back, even some of the today living tribes, there's a film series on Amazon Prime, I think it was, that's called Tribes, and it's 4 different tribes, and they have their own herds of sheep or goats or camel, some of them, and some cows. And whenever they slaughter an animal, they will eat the animal, but they don't do that every day. So therefore, they live off of the milk of the animal. And also they bleed the animals. So they will cut a little blood vessel and collect the blood. They close it back up so they don't kill the animal, but they regularly bleed the animals and they eat it. And if you look at how much sodium is in your blood, is exactly how much sodium should be in your food, because that is why you're eating the sodium, right? So if you drink an animal's blood, you're getting the sodium that you need because it has the right amount of sodium. And the same with milk. Milk has sodium in it. So in nature, if you're a carnivore, provided that you are not in a city folk, but you're living out, say, in the savannah, and you don't have internet, you don't have telephone, you don't have any of those electrical disturbances which are stimulants, and you don't have light, so you go to sleep when the sun goes down and you wake up when the sun wakes up, then you probably won't need to salt your food, because you will have all the salt that you need, because your stimulus is going to be less. But in our modern lives, this is not incompatible with us. So what I find is a lot of carnivores come to me and say, well, I don't need to salt my food, I'm fine. But I have a problem because if I salt my food, I retain water. I said, okay, so that means you need to salt your water because the reason why your body is retaining the extra salt and water is because you're not giving it to it. The body is not stupid. It will hold on to. When it gets it, it's going to save it and collect it. And so it's better for you to continually provide it to the body so the body can relax and say, okay, I'm getting this, so I don't have to retain it. When you go on a ketogenic diet or carnivore diet, the first thing that normally happens is that people lose a lot of instant weight, and that instant weight is just water and salt, and that's because insulin holds on to sodium, again, because we have a lot of channels that don't use insulin but use sodium instead to press the glucose into the cells. In our modern nutritional time, it's insulin's responsibility to take glucose out of our blood and press it into the cells that are full and don't want to have any more glucose. And so insulin holds on to sodium, and also water. And so when you stop eating carbohydrates, the first thing that's going to happen is that as your insulin drops, you will drop a lot of water and a lot of salt. And so you will have to actually increase the amount of sodium or salt that you're taking when you start your ketogenic or carnivore diet, because your body will dump a lot. And so you will have to replenish it to come back up to zero. So when people complain that I just started a ketogenic diet, but I didn't feel good, so I quit. Well, you didn't feel good because you didn't have enough salt.
Annotated and summarized, easy to share with loved ones. The description below the title for this video has these summary points.